Hi guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give you guys some type of messages from beyond. Let's find out what we need to know. That was a really interesting message yesterday, or not yesterday. I'm uploading these Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Mondays, as far as I can get my uploading correct here. That was a really cool spread. What a jolly kind of guy. He was so nice. I feel like somebody had a dizzy spell and kept telling themselves, it's going to be fine. I just need to, let me just give me a second here kind of thing. But the dizziness kept coming and I feel like there was a rush. I feel like he fell. I feel this is a male energy, especially with that King of Wands energy. Fire sign energy does not have to be, but definitely is kind of like trying to convince themselves that they were fine, but they really weren't. And I feel that there was definitely a rush of medical team that showed up as well. He had high blood pressure, I'm feeling. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I'm picking up. Most definitely. I should have went to the doctors. I was getting some sign, this is what he's saying. I was getting some signs here. I told people, I was told to go to the doctors and I didn't. I should have listened to people, should have, would have, could have, kind of energy here. I feel like it's a heart attack, to tell you the truth. But he was getting signs of dizziness right before that. And he was having it for a few days prior to it too. But every time that he would kind of talk himself out of it, it would eventually go away, the dizziness, and then perform as normal. But I feel the last time, obviously, I feel that it was a heart attack. But he did have high blood pressure. I felt that big time. Yeah, there it is. The Death card and the Three of Swords. That's definitely a heart attack here. But yeah. I feel like he basically passed, I feel like once he was admitted, or not admitted, but got to the hospital, that's when he passed kind of thing. But regardless, I just feel that he really thought that he was going to be okay. But I feel like he crossed over immediately, He was very, very guided as well. There's a little bit of regret because he feels bad for his wife, I'm feeling. It's like I grabbed my lunch pail or whatever, kind of thing, my lunchbox, and I took off and I forgot to give my wife a kiss, or I forgot to tell her I loved her. There's some kind of regret, I feel. I should have, if I could go back, I would do it. I would replay it and I would say it then the second time around. But he won't have that opportunity here. So I feel, though, that he does visit your home a lot. I do feel that you guys have children as well. And I feel that he does talk to the kids as well. You do, the wife here, you do feel his energy around. I do feel that, absolutely. And it's kind of like, I don't know, should I talk to him or not kind of thing. And I do feel that you do. But there's that iffiness of, well, if I'm going to talk to him, I'm going to look like an idiot in front of nobody and, make it look like I'm talking to absolutely nobody. But he's actually listening to you. And he likes it when you acknowledge him. He visits more than you know, absolutely. Because I do feel that spirits, when they know that their partner is very, very upset, they have a really hard time to kind of cross over, okay, but then they can come back and visit. But if they see their partner, this is what I feel, what I've experienced as a medium here, they have a hard time to get back over again. Excuse me. There may be some kind of delay in regards to receiving some type of money. You'd be surprised how many times I get that a lot. I get that a lot. More than is really necessary. That's not right. I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, like an insurance company kind of dragging, or if there was an issue or what have you. wrong social security number. You guys all know by now that story. But definitely hang in there. I do feel that you will, but there's going to be kind of kinks along the way. Don't take no for an answer and just keep on trying. Back in the day when I was quite annoying, I don't know if I'm still quite annoying. No, actually, I get along with customer service people like you would not believe. I make jokes and everything. I'm not as uptight, but back in the day, I was pretty uptight. And if somebody didn't, like a company, if they didn't get back to me, and this is what I'm picking up because it's story time and it resonates, with this spread here. But if they didn't get back to me, darn well, Deb was going to call you back in an hour, until I got to talk to somebody. That's what I feel is being encouraged here. Okay. Now, be careful because you don't want it to turn into harassment, but you are a paying customer. So, but definitely don't give up. And I do feel that that has to do with the inheritance here for sure. Let me just clarify that one. I feel like he knows that you have a hard time sleeping. I feel like he kind of, I literally heard cuddles. Cuddles with you at night to help you sleep. You feel this calmness. I think I wrote about it already in my new book. I haven't published it yet. I'm working on it. But there was this story time in there that I wrote about. That's what all my books are pretty much about story times, right? Just like on this channel. But yeah, and I had this dream. And my husband was right there. And he didn't talk. He just laid right next to me. He had these huge, big brown eyes, dark hair, looking all Wayne Newton. He looked like Wayne Newton. I'm not kidding. He really did. He hated that. But anyway, and he was just turned looking at me. And I was going through a very rough spell in my life, right? And after I had this dream, I woke up and it felt so real. And I felt this peace and I immediately passed out cold. I was so tired because all I was doing for crying for like months, on end. And for the first time in months, I finally, after having that dream, he just kind of settled me. But I feel like there's some kind of energy revolving that. So like cuddling or being able to share some kind of peace with you to kind of settle your energy. This is for the wife here. You do have the king and the queen of the universe, the empress as well as the emperor here. So you could definitely be twin flames. If you're not sure what exactly twin flames are, there are so many videos out there explaining that. So I do suggest you look that up, but it's a cool energy. But that is what I have for whomever this is meant for. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.